Hello, my name is Mauricio and the first question on my interview for Burger University is what's the most important lesson I've learned? I've taken a lot of academic courses, both AP and IB, but the most important lesson I've learned throughout my high school and academic career in my life in general has been one that I learned from one of my soccer coaches a few years back. The lesson was this: there are gonna be people who are gonna be better at you, and innately they're gonna be amazing at whatever they do. But that gap between you and whoever is like just born good at it can always be made smaller, or you can always make up the difference by hard work. And with said hard work, you can be whatever you want to be, and you can make it to anything. And this isn't just an important idea for me in my high school or my academic career. This is something I've incorporated in all facets of my life. I haven't been the best at everything, but because I am committed to this and I love this idea that you can always work harder and be a better person, that has pushed me through a lot of difficulties or things that I've had to face in my life. And I've always strived to do the best I can, even if I'm not the best out there. I will put 110% effort for it. The other question I would like to answer would be, if I could see an invention occur, or there was an invention in the future that would happen, what would it be? And in my mind, the most important invention that the world could see happen has to be the invention of either a new alternative fuel source for vehicles or for petroleum-based machinery, or just a water-powered car or some other sort like that. Ever since I was small, I cared a lot about nature, and I'm a huge environmentally friendly person. I love anything that has to do with saving the environment, and I volunteer my time at these cleanups and picking up garbage and other events like this. And even from my middle school, I loved anything that has to do with saving the environment. I can't think, as humans, we take advantage of where we live, and we don't fully recognize what we have until later on where we're going to lose it. An invention like this to occur in humanity would solve not just problems for now, but for future generations, and we'll be able to preserve one of the most amazing things we have that so many people just overlook, which is just the outdoors. Just nature in general is one of the most important things to me, and I take so much of my life from there. I love being outside. I'm not a person who likes staying inside, and the more time I can spend outside actively in nature, and I want people to be able to experience that for many years to come, an invention like this will be able to do that. And the last question, and maybe the most important one, is for coming up freshmen, what advice would I give them? Um, I think the most important idea of advice that I've come across in my high school career has to be balance. Being able to balance your work, your school, your social life, and not letting one become the most important thing over the other. Many people would say that you have to become the most academic, and if you don't study 24/7, or if you don't be that person that only does that, then you're going to not be able to get into college or be able to do anything. And I don't agree with that. I think if you find a happy medium between being able to have your friends, play your sports, after school activities, extracurricular, and maintaining a good GPA and grade average, then you will be the perfect student. Someone who hasn't had interacted with other people, or it isolates themselves just by studies, doesn't have the other side of knowledge, their actual common sense, their actual being able to associate with themselves with other people. They might have an amazing book smarts, but that's not everything I see in life. I think being able to balance every aspect of my life, and being able to at the same time prosper as a student and as a person, makes one student surpass the other. Makes us your more round out person and a better acceptable student for any university who's looking for you. I thank you for your time and your consideration for the application for Bergen University. I hope you can consider me as one of your future alumni. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great night.